Dakota is not one of those actresses who will keep their mouth shut on live TV. You remember, she looked Ellen DeGeneres dead in the eye and said, "Actually, no, that's not the truth."
How was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited.
That one moment, just a few seconds long, ended up being connected to the collapse of one of the biggest talk shows in TV history. And it took almost 3 years for the rest of the world to catch up to what Dakota Johnson seemed to already know.
You know, people have gotten in trouble for claiming not being invited to your parties. That was amazing, by the way. Like, amazing.
Before this story really makes sense, it helps to know a little about the people involved. Ellen DeGeneres is already familiar to most viewers as the longtime host of The Ellen Show, which became a major part of daytime television for years. Then there's Dakota Johnson, best known for the 50 Shades films. But her family history makes her connection to Hollywood even more interesting. Her father, Don Johnson, became famous through Miami Vice, while her mother, Melanie Griffith, is an Oscar-nominated actress. Dakota's grandmother, Tippi Hedren, was also a respected Hollywood star, who famously spoke out against powerful figures in the industry. Growing up surrounded by celebrities, Dakota saw the entertainment world from a very young age.
Joining me now, Robin, is Melanie Griffith and her little girl, Dakota Johnson. This is the coolest mother-daughter date night ever.
It's pretty good.
How do you feel, Mom? Your little girl, all grown up, a movie star in her own right, and now at the Oscars.
I know. I don't want to say I'm so proud. I've said it so many times, it seems like it's not enough, but I am so proud.
First monster role, Anastasia in 50 Shades of Grey, has done so well.
There's a small detail that says a lot about Dakota's family. During an earlier appearance on Ellen's show, she casually mentioned that her grandmother had watched 50 Shades. She didn't seem embarrassed or uncomfortable. She simply said it matter-of-factly, showing how unshaken her family can be.
Has your dad seen the movie?
Mm-mm.
Good. You don't want your dad seeing that movie?
No.
Has your mom seen it?
No.
Yeah. Has your grandmother seen it?
Yes.
Picture the scene. It's November 2019, right around Thanksgiving, and Dakota Johnson has just turned 30. She's sitting on Ellen's couch to promote the Peanut Butter Falcon. At first, it seems like a normal, relaxed interview between two familiar faces. But the conversation quickly takes an unexpected turn. Ellen jokes that she wasn't invited to Dakota's birthday party. Usually, a guest would laugh, play along, and let the moment pass. Dakota doesn't. She calmly looks at Ellen and says that isn't true. Ellen laughs, apparently expecting Dakota to be joking, but Dakota repeats herself without getting upset. When Ellen continues to deny it, Dakota simply tells her to ask everyone. She even points toward Ellen's producer, who confirms that Dakota had invited her. Suddenly, the joke becomes much more awkward. Dakota never raises her voice or loses her composure. She lets the facts speak for themselves, putting the people around them in a position to confirm what happened. Ellen then says she may have been out of town, but the explanation doesn't seem to settle the issue. Then Dakota delivers the line that really changes the mood. With a small smile, she tells Ellen, "I didn't know you liked me." It sounds playful, but the comment carries a much sharper meaning. In just a few words, Dakota appears to question how genuine their friendship really was, all while remaining completely calm on live television.
Belated birthday. When was your birthday?
It was October 4th.
October 4th. You turned 30.
I did.
And how was the party? I wasn't invited.
Actually, no, that's not the truth, Ellen. You were invited. Give me a bunch of about not inviting you, but I didn't even know you wanted to be invited.
Well, who doesn't want to be invited to a party?
Well, I didn't even know you liked me.
Why didn't I go?
I don't know.
Was it? Oh yeah, I had that thing.
By the end of that conversation, something unusual had happened. Dakota had challenged Ellen on her own show, in front of the studio audience, and she never lost her calm. At first, the moment might seem like nothing more than a funny disagreement about a birthday invitation. But watching it again, the exchange feels very different. It looks less like casual teasing and more like Dakota quietly refusing to play along. That matters because guests on talk shows usually follow the host's lead. They laugh, answer the questions, and keep things moving. Ellen was known for controlling the tone of her interviews, which made Dakota's response stand out even more. A similar moment happened years earlier with Mariah Carey. During a 2008 appearance, Ellen repeatedly questioned her about pregnancy while offering her champagne. Carey appeared uncomfortable, and the situation became tense. She later said the experience had added stress during an already difficult period in her life.
Let's toast to you not being pregnant. If you're not pregnant, then we should.
Oh my goodness. I can't believe it.
Mariah Carey is opening up about this uncomfortable 2008 appearance on the Ellen DeGeneres show.
There's rumors.
Don't discuss that.
All right, well, you don't have to answer.
No, that's okay. No, honestly,
you
how
don't
do
have to
I- how
answer
do
me.
I-
Let's just toast with champagne.
Now, in an interview with Vulture, Mariah is addressing that extremely uncomfortable moment with DeGeneres, telling the mag that she's really had a, quote, hard time grappling with the aftermath.
Face it.
I can't believe you did this to me, Ellen.
What?
Taylor Swift faced a similar situation when she was still very young. Ellen showed photos of male celebrities and asked Taylor to react, turning her dating life into entertainment. Taylor laughed along, but her expression suggested she felt uncomfortable and was simply trying to handle the moment gracefully.
No, I can't talk about that.
All right. All right, John.
What do I don't know what I'm.
You're supposed to ring.
But I don't want to. I don't want to.
All right, I'll ring.
Because they'll send me angry emails,
Here.
and I don't want to get them.
I'll hold it for you.
These moments may seem unrelated at first, but a clear pattern starts to appear. The guest sits under bright lights with a live audience watching, making it easier to smile than walk away. Questions keep coming until the person gives in. Dakota, however, entered that studio understanding how the game worked.
That is a mighty tight outfit for someone who's pregnant. I mean, you,
See, they don't even know what you're talking about.
well, this is Thursday, but Monday it came out that you were pregnant. I'm just saying, how's that going?
The only thing I'm pregnant with is a lot of really good ideas.
You might be wondering why Dakota could challenge such a powerful host without damaging her career. In Hollywood, speaking up publicly can carry real consequences. But Dakota came from a family that had spent generations working in the entertainment industry. Her father had been a successful actor for decades, while her mother earned major respect as an Oscar-nominated actress. Her grandmother also had experience standing up to powerful people in Hollywood. Dakota grew up watching all of this closely. She learned how fame, influence, and relationships could shape a room. More importantly, she learned how to stay calm when pressure rises. So her confidence may not have appeared overnight. It was built through years of watching, listening, and understanding the industry around her.
I called her out. I was like, Ellen's not that nice.
This was after you went on the show?
After I went on the show.
What was it like meeting Ellen? And is she a good person?
Let's just all go back to 2017, where I was the first person to call Ellen out before anyone else.
You called her out?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I called her out. I was like, Ellen's not that nice.
This was after you went on the show?
After I went on the show, and the world blew up about it and was like so mad at me about it. And then someone else said it, and then it was like, oh my God, Ellen's not nice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why do you say she's not nice?
I can't explain it. It was
Just
just
an
really
energy?
I ran into her like backstage. It was like an awkward thing, and like the producers were really scared. I was like, what's going on? They were like, that was not supposed to happen. We're gonna get in trouble. It's like so weird. She was like, hey. It was like, I was like, oh hi. Like I was like, I'm so excited. And she was like,
It's interesting how fame and money can sometimes protect people instead of keeping them quiet. For Dakota, growing up around Hollywood may have given her the confidence to speak honestly when most guests would simply smile and move on. But this is where we need to separate facts from online rumors. One part of this story is based on a public interview that can be watched and discussed. Another part comes from claims that have circulated online without reliable proof. Some posts allege that Dakota once rejected an invitation involving a private jet trip to the Caribbean. Others went further, suggesting that people connected to the trip later appeared in flight records associated with Jeffrey Epstein. However, there is no verified evidence showing that Dakota was involved or that the alleged invitation ever happened. Neither Dakota nor Ellen has confirmed the story, and it has not been established by a court record or credible reporting. The rumor gained attention because people connected it to older, publicly discussed details, including a 2014 photo Ellen shared from a private jet and later deleted. Online users also pointed to photographs showing Ellen with Ghislaine Maxwell at industry events. None of those details by themselves prove the larger rumor.
This is why you should never be a guest on the Ellen Show.
Trypophobia, I think it's called. I may be not pronouncing that correctly, which is basically a fear of any holes that are clustered or nestled. Also a terrible word, nestled.
Which is like the beehives.
Beehives. I don't like the look.
That's
I mean, I really actually have a real problem looking at it.
Why?
So let me know when it's gone.
It's important to keep the facts clear here. A photo, meeting, or friendship with Ghislaine Maxwell does not prove someone committed a crime. Many celebrities encountered her at public events before her criminal activities became widely known. What we have is evidence of proximity, not proof of illegal behavior.
You know that Ellen DeGeneres was mentioned in the Epstein files over 900 times. Yeah, she was. And have you seen recent videos of her lately? Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but it looks like something very heavy is weighing on Ellen DeGeneres. Was that the color of her hair the entire time? And what about this? Have you seen the stage to her talk show when she was still doing it? It looked eerily similar to this color collab, okay? Everything about it screams, I'm on Ellen DeGeneres' talk show set. But if you follow Ellen DeGeneres' past, her first wife, Anne Heche, died under very mysterious ways on a Hollywood set in a car where she literally burned to death and then disappeared.
That difference between proven facts and online speculation is important. Court records and testimony have revealed serious details about Epstein's abuse and the people who accused him. Virginia Giuffre, one of his best-known accusers, spoke publicly about her experiences and the names and places connected to them. Maria Farmer also reported Epstein to the FBI in 1996 and has continued discussing her experience publicly. These accounts help explain the documented history, but they should not be used to turn unproven rumors about other people into facts. It's important to separate verified evidence from claims spreading online.
Hundreds of us that were preyed upon by Ghislaine Maxwell. She's a very dangerous person and she threatened my life on many occasions. I've had to move and be in hiding because of this predatory child predator and just victim predator. So it's completely unacceptable for anyone to call her a victim. The woman is not a victim, she's a victimizer.
Ghislaine Maxwell was convicted in court and sentenced to prison. Investigators also found a contact list containing more than 1,000 names. However, appearing on that list does not mean someone committed a crime. It only shows that they were connected to Maxwell's wider social or professional circle at some point.
You know they eat babies. That is not bullshit. It's true.
So it's not just the dogs and the cats, not just the pets.
It's not just the dogs and the cats. They're full-on vampires. And everybody still thinks I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. They're full-on vampires. They love the taste of human flesh and they drink human blood. They do, Tucker. Stop staring at me like that.
You're freaking me out, man. Because you spent your life in the entertainment business, so I think you have some authority on this.
This context is not meant to accuse anyone mentioned earlier of wrongdoing. It simply explains why that old interview has been viewed differently over time. What looked like a small disagreement about a birthday invitation later became part of a much larger conversation about Ellen's show and workplace culture. Now, let's focus on what was publicly reported and documented. In 2020, a major investigation included accounts from former Ellen Show employees who described a difficult workplace environment. Some workers spoke about fear, strict expectations, and unfair treatment behind the scenes. The reports created major pressure for the show. Soon afterward, several senior producers were dismissed, and Warner Brothers launched an internal investigation into the workplace claims. Sponsors also began stepping away, while the show faced declining ratings and growing public criticism. After 19 seasons, The Ellen DeGeneres Show ended in 2022. Dakota's interview happened in 2019, just months before those workplace allegations became widely known, giving that earlier moment a very different context.
Ellen, where do you get this idea that everyone hates you? I said, well, New York Times, Washington Post, Entertainment Weekly, Us Weekly. I think Elmo may have said something recently on an episode of Sesame Street.
But this producer who worked with her takes issue with how she's addressing allegations that there was a toxic work environment at her legendary talk show.
the essence of the special really was totally a lie.
Hedda Muscat says Ellen's special hits all the wrong notes.
I felt Ellen was not taking responsibility at all. She was sugarcoating it.
After the show ended, Ellen and her wife, Portia de Rossi, sold several properties and moved to England. They described the decision as a lifestyle change and a chance to enjoy a quieter life. However, some people online noticed the timing and connected the move with the release of Epstein-related court documents in 2024 and 2025. That timing sparked fresh speculation, but the two events alone do not establish any connection.
DeGeneres is selling her property, her estate in California.
Right.
Her and her wife, Portia, actually just moved to England in wake of Trump being elected. And I see something a little sketchy here. I'm not trying to make correlation causation, but look at this tweet. Ellen tweets out in 2016, "Happy birthday, P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Combs," or as I call him, Cuddle McSnuggle Stuff. You don't need to know why.
You know, this is a bunch of craziness, and there is going to be an exodus in this country.
Yeah.
She is not going to be the only one. There are going to be many, 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 because they're going to run from the truth about their world and what they've done.
To be fair, we have to keep the facts separate from speculation. Ellen and Portia moving to England could simply have been a personal decision after years of working in television. Many people relocate after stepping away from demanding careers, and there is no confirmed evidence connecting their move to the release of Epstein-related documents. The timing may have caught people's attention, but timing alone does not prove a hidden connection. What is known as Dakota's role in the interview? She calmly challenged Ellen on live television and stood by what she said without becoming angry or defensive. Dakota also did not appear on the show again during the remaining years of its run. That is a documented part of the timeline. Everything beyond those facts remains uncertain. Whether Dakota knew anything more in 2019 is impossible to establish from the available evidence. That question continues to fuel online discussion, but speculation should not be treated as proof.